Going on, champ?
What's up? What's up?
Man, how are you, man?
I'm ready to fight, Mill. I'm ready to fight,
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Damn, man, I'm seeing you already up into the weight. You're like 3 pounds away. How's Saudi?
Yeah. It's good. It's real different, seeing this different culture. That's amazing. And the food is real good. I can't, go too crazy, but I got to taste a little bit of it. But, just seeing this culture is real different than America. I like it.
Right, right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on obviously, your dad was very vocal about, seeing that Shakur hasn't been cleared for the VADA stuff. Does that concern you at all?
Nah, not at all. Like I told my dad, whether you cheating or not, that got nothing to do with me. There's been fighters who cheated in the sport of boxing who got spanked. So I don't think he a dirty fighter. I'm not going into the fight thinking he no dirty fighter. My dad and the team, they was just trolling. I mean, like Shakur be trolling everybody else. When it's time to troll Shakur, they get upset. So that's all it really was. We don't care if he a dirty fighter or not. We doubt he is. So we're just going in there to do our job.
Mental warfare is a thing, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, and I feel like everyone does it. I don't really care about it because at the end of the day, it's gonna be only us two in that ring. So
Bro, what was your thoughts when he was sparring Sean Porter? And I know you must have been thinking like, yo, that's my boy.
nah, at first I was like, damn, Sean a traitor like that. What? Um, but he's trying to get all the work he can, and I mean that's good. I mean, Sean, no disrespect to Sean, but Sean is a retired boxer, who just got off the couch doing interviews. So I don't think there's that much Sean, can do to help him. But if he feel like it is, I mean, cool. Because at the end of the day, it's just me and him fighting.
True, true. Um, that was my next question. It was like, your pops was talking about like you studied a lot of different fighters. You have certain similarities of Sean. Do you? And then he was also talking about it's hard to find sparring for you. What do you think? Have you seen some of the sparring partners that Shakur has had?
Not really. I don't like I said, I don't really look at that because sparring is way different from the fight. That's why I don't really talk about my sparring like that because people can have bad sparring days and and they look amazing in the fight. People can have great sparring days and look terrible when they fight. So I don't really look too much at it. I don't really care who he's sparring. He could be sparring prime Mike Tyson for all I care. It's not gonna help him in the fight, in my opinion. So, hopefully he got the best sparring, hopefully he coming in shape and we'll see.
What, you feel like it's gonna be a war? You think it's gonna be like a chess match?
Nah. I mean, come on, like you just everybody. Y'all really think he gonna go 12 rounds without having a fight? We gotta make him fight. He's a great boxer, talented boxer, but he gonna have to fight.
Right, right. That's that's. Do you feel like that could be probably like keys to victory for you? Is just like making it just so uncomfortable, like the all 12 rounds.
I mean, nah, not really. I feel like I got different tools, that I haven't pulled out the bag yet, but we'll have to see come fight night. Of course, there'll be times where I'm going to make it rough and rugged for him. And, there's times where you got to adjust, change things up. So, I'm just excited, excited to get out there, do my thing and, give the fans a good show. This probably going to be the first Shakur fight that's not boring. So,
Mm, mm.
well, not the
Uh,
first. Let me not say the first. That sounded mean. I ain't going to lie.
you-
But it's not going to be a boring fight. Nah.
uh, Jawan Guzman. How's that been? The chemistry for this fight. He said that you're like. He said that you should change your nickname to PlayStation. You just absorb all the information.
Yeah, he make that joke all the time, because it's a good chemistry. I feel like he brings in a lot of different things. He's been on that level before, so I just take in what he teaches me and just execute it. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna play a big part in the fight. So
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you like the food out there? How the gyms?
the gyms are really nice out here. Like when we got there, I was like, I was expect. no disrespect, but I was expecting something a little run down, nothing crazy. But the gyms are actually nice. I only went to one so far out here, but it's a pretty nice gym. They got the fitness, the jacuzzi, saunas, cold tubs, and you got the boxing side, and then like the what do you call it when they be grappling and stuff? That side. So it's pretty nice.
Mm, I like that. Um, yeah. As far as the fight is concerned, right? I mean, we're like a week away, and then you got Keyshawn that's fighting tonight. You're gonna be watching.
Yeah, probably. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, yeah, it's a great card. I got a lot of good fighters. Yeah, depending on the time, like Coach said, but yeah, I think I'll be watching. I mean, might as well. Ain't nothing else on over here in Saudi, so
You felt like you learned a lot in this camp with one.
definitely, definitely, yeah, a lot of stuff. Mostly just relax. Relax. You don't got to try to knock everything out. The knockout will come, when you relax. And I feel like it's gonna play a big part in this fight. Training with him.
Yeah, as a fighter, it's like you have like sharper tools, or you know how to add a new tool to your toolbox, and it's like everything's about your performance. And I know you get anxious to want to show your best and everything that you want to show the fans. um and I feel like that's what this fight's about too. You know what I mean? Just figuring out who you are as a fighter.
Yeah,
Because like your dad said to me earlier, you guys are going off the top dog. you know
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm 22. Going after one of the so-called boogeymans in the division. So I mean, that should say enough as it is.
Facts, man. Man, I really appreciate everyone that smashed the like button. We got over 570 people on the live. Keep smashing that like button, yo. They jack me on the like button a lot, Floyd. I don't know why, but they do. They do.
I bet. What, you be having like thousands of views, but like you having like 500 likes. You be like, yo, come on, bro.
You know how it is. You know how it is.
Yeah, they be doing that on Instagram too. Get
Yeah.
like 500,000 views with like 1,000 likes. It's like what?
Do you how's been film study for this? Have you done a lot?
I've done a decent amount, but I mean, I don't like right now. I'm not really watching them because I could care less. I'm
Yeah.
just focusing on my weight, the training, and then after weigh-ins, go back to studying. But we did study him during camp. You got to. It's mandatory.
Is that one of the things that you don't like in this game? Is that the thing that you like the least? Is this film study?
Nah, probably the being away from everyone you love and the eating. That's like that's like man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll be wishing I was a heavyweight. It'd be making me mad when I see the heavyweight step on with pants and whatnot. I'd be like, okay. But that's where all the sacrifice comes in. That's what makes the victories and accomplishments so much better. All the sacrifices you put in, like me not being able to see my son for a while, it's all gonna be worth it. So and
I like that, man. I like that.
no, I
The
ain't doing.
you obviously on a big card. Does that motivate you to feel like I gotta like steal the show? Because Beef on Better Beef, that was a good fight.
Nah, I'm not worried about selling on show. I'm just worrying about getting that belt and getting home safe to my family and being with my team after the fight. I'm not worried about stealing the show. Me personally, I feel like I'm gonna steal the show. What I think is gonna happen. So, you know, but I'm not worried about being a show stealer because at the end of the day, it's all about getting out that ring, and, having a good time. So, no, I'm just going there to do my job.
You say you're gonna steal the show for what you're gonna do. Your dad says you're gonna knock him out. Why don't you say you're gonna knock him out?
I'm being humble, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm being humble with it,
I'll
because
be humble with it. All
that's
right.
what we training for. I mean, I'm not, after all the stuff he was talking realistically, I'm not looking to go the distance with him. And then like he's the champion, so to go the distance, you gotta have like a shutout. like a pure shutout because you know how the politics in boxing go. So I mean, for how he was talking, I'm just looking at end the fight in spectacular fashion. But I wanted to be humble, but you got it out of me. So good job.
Nah, I hear you. You got to be humble. I hear you. But this fight right here, right? You you're gonna get so much criticism, win or lose, no matter what in this fight. And a lot of these type of fights too, people they see that if you have a really great performance, they don't really like shit on you. They become more fans because it's like a big stage. You know what I mean? So does that does that kind of like get you? I don't know, nervous?
Nah, I don't per se get nervous anymore because as a teenager, I'd always tell myself like you only gonna get a couple outcomes, in boxing. Like you're either gonna die in the ring, you're gonna get knocked out, you're gonna win or you're gonna lose, or you're just gonna get beat up bad. And those are the only things that can come from boxing. So like I don't get nervous. I get more so like anxious. Like like if you ever with me and like say you was in the same hotel room, you'll find me like 6 o'clock in the morning, the day of the fight, shadow boxing in my outfit. Like that's how I get. Like I'm just ready to fight. But like in this boxing game, you never gonna win, bro. Like you never gonna win, with these fans and whatnot. Like you could do everything perfect. Somebody's still gonna find something wrong to say. So, I don't really look at that. I don't let none of that affect me.
Now you do. You gotta have that chip on your shoulder. I understand. Lamont Roach is dealing with the same thing. Fighting Tank. He's dealing with it every day, every single interview, every single one, comments, everything.
And that's the funny part because it'd be like the people that be commenting and all this other stuff. It's like if they was in our positions, 99% of the time they wouldn't have took the fight. They wouldn't have took that leap. So that's what give me like the energy and the fuel to like I be laughing at them most of the time because I'll be like, bro, you like literally sitting on your couch typing about me when I'm about to make seven figures and possibly history. So like it'd be funny to me.